Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Dutch Flatmates Downhill by Good City, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means every row, column, and box is filled with the digits 1 through 9. Or actually, I guess I should put it this way. Fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats on any row, column, or box. We also have Dutch flatmates, where all 5s in the grid must have a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly below it. It may have both, but it doesn't need both. So if this were a 5, it needs a 1 above it or a 9 below it. And again, it could have both, but it doesn't need both. We also have downhill, where a digit in a cell with an arrow must be larger than all the digits in the direction of the arrow. So as an invalid example, this could be something like 1, 3, and 2, and this could be 4. Because this 4 is greater than all 3 digits that the arrow is pointing toward. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. On these arrows have to be at least 4. Because they are greater than 3 other digits. Well, actually, this is greater than 4. So this is 4 because it's greater than 3 other digits. This is at least 4 because it's greater than 3 other digits. This could be 2 unique digits here. So this could be 3. This is 4 greater because it's greater than 3 unique digits. This is greater than 3 unique digits, so it's at least a 4. This is greater than 1. So this could be 3 because it's greater than at least 1 unique digit. Okay, this is greater than this digit, which is at least a 4. So this must be at least 5. Ah, that's where it comes in. Okay, so this is greater than at least 2 unique digits. So this is at least a 3. This could still be 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, or 1, 3. So this is at least a 4. This has to be greater than a 4. So it must be at least 5. This must be greater than at least a 5. So this is at least 6. Okay. This is greater than 2 unique digits, so it must be 3. This is greater than at least a 3, so this is at least 4. This is greater than 2 unique digits, so it's at least 3. This is greater than, could be 1 unique digit, so this is 2 at least. This is greater than 2 unique digits, 1, 2 unique digits, 1. So this is at least a 3 also. Okay. So this has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9 here. How many unique digits do we have actually here? Let's color in the arrow where they point to. Oh, this is greater than this arrow, which has to be then at least 5. because this is 4, at least. Okay. This is less than this, so this has to be 5, 6, 7, or 8. This is less than this, so it has to be 4, 5, 6, 7. These are kind of like thermometers here. This is less than this, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not pointed to by anything, so it's 4 through 9. This is less than this, so it's 3 through 8. This could be 3 through 9, 2 through 9. This is less than this has to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this is not 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 4 through 8. This could be 3 through 9. This is 3 through 9. This is 2 through 9, 3 through 9, 4 through 9. What are the digits that they're less than? This is less, okay. These are less than. This is less than. This is less than. So these 3 digits are, one of them is greater than at least 7 cells. So one of them has to be an 8 at least. So for this to be 3, so say we tried to make this 3, then this has to be 1 and 2, and this must be 1 or 2 also. Therefore, and to make this, so yeah, we're trying to make this the lowest. So this is 6, this is 5, this is 4, this is 3. This must be 1, 2 here. This must be 1, 2 here. It could be 1, 2, or 3, I should say. This would have to be a 9, because it needs a 9 below it. These would be 1 through 4 here, and this would be 1 through 4 here. So, I mean, it's possible. One of these would have to be 1 or 2. Oh, that's actually a good point. So everything that's pointed to must not be a 9. So that means the 9 has to be one of these 2 here. Right? Because these are all pointed to. Okay, yeah, so let's get everything that's pointed to. So these are all pointed at. These are all pointed at. These are all pointed at. Shoot. Okay. So 9 has to be one of these 2. So we did all of these. We have to get these. These are all pointed at. These are all pointed at. These are all pointed at. And these are all pointed at. And these are all pointed at. So for 9, oh, this can't be 9. Where is this pointed? Where was this pointed at? I don't know how that got colored. Let me. Where did that get? Oh, because this points at that, so this must be 9. Okay, so we know this is okay. Yeah, so this one points at those. Okay, so we had those. These point at here, and these are pointed at here. Not here. And this is pointed here. And we have here. So this must be 9. Which means this cannot be 9. This can't be 9, so this must be 9. Um, One of these is a 9. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. This is 3 through 8. This is 4 through 9. Okay, so these digits have to be 1 through 5 because they're pointed at by 6 or less. These digits must be 1 through 6 because they're pointed at by 7 or less. These must be 1 through 7 because they're pointed at by 8 or less. This must be 1 through 7 because they're pointed at by 8 or less. So 8 cannot be any of these cells. So 8 has to be one of these two cells here. This then is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. These are 1 through 7. These are 1 through 7 also. This must be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 1 through 7 also. So 8 cannot be here. Where is 8 in row 8? Or box 7 specifically. Can't be here. Can't be any of these. So it must be one of these two. Which means 8 has to be one of those 3 here. Because this could be 9 and that would be 8 if that's possible. Hmm. Hmm. These could still be 1 through 8. These could be 1 through 7, I guess. This is 3 through 9, so that's fine. This is 4 through 9, so any of these could be 8. What other restraints do we have? We have also Dutch flatmates, but the ones could be in a lot of places. Well, this could not be 5 because it doesn't have a 1 above it. Yeah, where are the 5s potentially? Hmm. Where can the 5s not be, maybe? Can't be here. Can't be here because it cannot be have a 1 above it or a 9 below it here. Same here. This can't be have a 1 above it or 9 below it. Same here. This can't have a 1 above it or a 9 below it. Can this ever be... Yeah, you could have a 9 below it. This could be 5. This cannot be 5 because... Okay, so... This cannot have 5 in it because it can't have a 1 above it or 9 below it. This could have a 1, 5. This 5 could have a 1 above it. This cannot have a 5 because it would not have a 1 above it or 9 below it. Um, this could have a 9 below it. This could have a 9 below it. Oh, wait. Where's the 5 in row 1? It has to have a 9 below it. So this has to be a 5. So this is 5, which makes that 4, which makes this 3. Okay, so that limits things a lot. So then this has to be 1, 2. And this is 1 or 2. Again, this has to be 1, 2. So this is not 4, 5, or 6. This is not 5, 6, or 7. So this has to be a 5, which means this can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 1 or 2. These can't be 1 or 2. Okay, so this is 4, which means this cannot be 4. This cannot be 4. This cannot be 4. These can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 3. So this is greater than these cells. So this is at least... This can't be 3. This can't be 3. This is greater than 4. So this has to be at least 5. These can't be 3. This can't be 3. It has to be greater than a 4 also. So this is not 4. This cannot be greater than... This has to be greater than 3. So this is not 2 or 3. It's 4. As a possibility. We don't know anything about this. This can't be 4 anymore. This is greater than this, so this has to be 6 at least. Um, hmm. Okay, where is the 5 in box 7? Sorry, box 8. It has to be one of these two cells, which means the 1 has to be above it. So the 5 is one of these two cells. The 5 then has to be one of these 3 cells. The 1 has to be above it in box 8 because the 9 cannot be below it. The 5 in box in row 9 has to have a 1 above it because 9 can never be below it. Well, the only places where 1 could be above it is column 3 and column 5. So these have to be 5. One of these has to be 5. Since one of these has to be 5, they both have to be greater than this one. Therefore, this must be 4. So this has to be a 4. This can't be 5 here because it doesn't have a 1 above it or a 9 below it. So 5 is one of those two. This can't be 5. This can't, neither of these could be 4. Um, hmm. This can't be 5, so this is 6, 7, or 8. Um, hmm. Oh, this cannot be 5. If it's 5, it has these two digits which are greater than it. So this cannot be 5. It actually has to be at least 7. So this is at least 7. This has to be a 5, which means there has to be a 1 above it. Because there cannot be a 9 below it. So this is not 5. This is not 5. This has to be at most 1 through 4. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. So this is 5. One of these two is 5. This can no longer be 5, so one of these 3 is 5. Well, if this is 5, it needs a 1 above it. If this is 5, it needs a 1 above it. If this is 5, it needs a 9 below it. So any of these kind of work. This is greater than this cell, which means it cannot be 5. It's at least a 6. So this one must be a 5 then. So this is 5, this is 1. This can't be 1 here. Could still be 9. That makes this a 2. This 2 makes this a 1, which makes that a 2. So this can no longer be 2, and this can no longer be 1. This can't be 5 anymore. So we have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair, which forces this to be 8. Therefore, this must be 8 also, because it's greater than 6 and 7. This cannot be, this has to be greater than 6 or 7, so this must not be a 6. So it's 7 or 9. This cannot be 1. Also, it cannot be 5, because a 5 needs a 1 above it or a 9 below it, and 1 cannot be above it, and 9 cannot be below it. So this is not 1 or 5. So one of these two digits is a 5, which means one of these two digits has to be a 5. But this cannot be a, well, it could have a 9, no. None of these 5s can have a 9 below it. So this cannot have a 5, 1 above it. So therefore that can't be 5. This must be 5, which makes this a 1 above it. So this cannot be 1. This can't be 1. Where are the 5s? 5 cannot be here, cannot be here. So 5 could be either of these three spots. So 5 could be any of these. Where can 5 be here? 5 cannot be here or here. Cannot be here because 1 can't be above it. It could, 5 could be any of these. This 5 could not have a 1 above it. Oh, this can't be 5 because it can't have a not 1 above it or 9 below it. So this could be 5 if it has a, it has to have a 9 below it. If this is 5, it has to have a 9 below it. So 9 in box 9 has to be one of those two cells. Uh. Okay. Where's 5 possible in box 7? Can't be here. Could be here. Could be here if 1 is here. Could be here. Could be here if 9 is here. Could be here if 9 is here. So any of these 5 work. 5. If this is 5, that has to be 9. If this is 5, this has to be 1. But that doesn't help too much. 5 in box 1. If this is 5, 1 has to be above it. 5 cannot be here. This could be 5. If this is 5, it needs a 9 below it. Oh, this cannot be 3. If this were 3, this would be greater than that, but it can't be 1 or 2 here. So this is 3 or 4. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This, okay, none of these could be 5 anyways. This can't be 6 because it has to be greater than 6 or 7. And if it were 6, it would be equal to. Uh, Hmm. Hmm. Where could the 5 be? Okay, so where can 1 be in column 4? 1 could be here, here. I think that's it. 2, where could 2 be in column 3? Could be here, here, or here. 3 can be... there's a lot. Okay, so this is not helpful. But 1 does have to be one of those two. 2 is one of those 3. 3 could be in many places. Where's 8? 8 could be any of these cells in for column 5. Other than that, we don't have that many opportunities. Hmm. What are the digits in column 6? We have 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7 as possibilities. This can't be 1. This can't be 4. This can't be 1. Ah, therefore one of these two is a 1. Interesting. Um, hmm. This cannot be 1. Because if this were 1, that would force this to be a 5, because 5 can no longer have a 9 below it, but this 5 can't have a 1 above it either. So therefore 1 cannot be here. 1 can't be here because of this 1, or this 1. These can't be 1 because they're arrows. So 1 has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 1. So we have a 2, 3, 4 triplet in box 1, which means 1 has to be one of these two in box 1. Uh, this cannot be 5 anymore, because if this were 5, it would have to have a 1 here. This would have to be 5, but there would not be a 1 possible to be above it then. So this can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5, obviously. This can't be 5. So 5 is either here or 5 is here. This can't be 5 either. Oops. Let's make it medium. So 5 is either here or here. Let's remove the gray, I guess. Here. Okay. This has to be smaller than 5. So this has to be 4. Which means this can't be 6 or 7. It's 2 through 4. This can't be 5, 6, or 7 because it has to be less than 5, which forces this to be 5. So this is 5, this is 9. None of these can be 9 then. 1 is one of these. This still could be 1. We actually don't know. This can't be 5 anymore. This can't be 4, so this must be 3. None of these could be 3. This can't be 3, this can't be 3. These both cannot be 9, so they cannot be greater than 8. So 8 cannot be here or here because they're less than both of these, so therefore this must be 8. This is 5, which means it must be greater than all of these, so this cannot be 5 anymore. This is now a 5-8 pair. This is 3, because that's the only digit it can be. This can't be 3. So this becomes a 5-8 pair here, which leaves this as 6, 7, or 9. Therefore, this can't be 6 or 7. This becomes specifically 1, 2, or 4. Well, 5 can no longer be here because it needs a 9 below it, and this can't be 9 because of the 6, 7, 9 triplet. So therefore, this is not 5. This is a 5, which means the 9 is below it. 5 and 8 could be either of these because 9 could be below either of them. 1's here. This has to be 3, 6, or 7. And this has to be 6, 7, or 8. This is 3. Okay, so 5. Where could 5 be here? 5 cannot be here or here because those both have those cannot be here or here because 9 cannot be below it, and 5 cannot be here. 5 can't be here. 5 can't be any of these. If this is 5, 9 could be below it. If this is 5, 9 cannot be below it, and 1 can't be above it. If this is 5, 9 cannot be below it, and 1 can't be above it. So 5 has to be here, which makes this a 9. So this can no longer be 9 or 5. This becomes 8. This becomes a 5. We don't know about these, though. So this 5, all the 5s currently have a 1 or a 9 above it. The last 5 cannot be here, so it has to be here, which means it needs a 1 above it. So this is 1, which means this can't be 1. This has to be 1. Can't be 1 anymore. This can't be 1 or 4, so this must be 2. Which means neither of these can be 2. This can't be 1, so this must be a 4. Makes that a 1. Okay. 1 is either of these two. We're not sure which. This can't be 9, so this must be 7. Which makes that 6, which makes that 9. Therefore, this is 6. That makes that 7. This cannot be greater than 7, so this is 1, 3, 4, or 6. This is fine. So all the 5s are taken care of. Therefore, we don't have very many more information from that. We have all the 1s, except for 2 of them. How about 2s? We don't have very many 2s. Okay, so what about greater than? These have to be at lowest 2, 3, and 6. Aha, we have a 2, 3, 6 triplet now in box 6, which eliminates 2, 3, and 6 in the rest of the box. This can't be 6. This has to be 7, 8, and 9 here. This is greater than 7, so this can't be 7 here. These are fine. Less than 5, less than 5. This can't be 4 because of this 4, so this must be 2, which means this can't be 2. So this can't be 2 here. Where's the 2? Well, it could be here and here in row 4. This has to be a 2. The remaining digits in column 4 are 2, 6, and 7. Remaining digits in row... Hold up. Did I mess up? I might have messed up. Why did we know... Oh, I did mess up. This could be 5. Oh, no, it can't be 5. Right, because this can't be 5 anymore. This has to be a 5, which makes that a 9. Okay, so that can't be 5. That can't be 5 here because of that. So this must be 5, which makes this 1, which means this can't be 1. Right, there you go. So this can't be 1 or 4, so this is 2. This can't be 2 or 1, so this is 4, which makes that a 1. Okay. So this can't be 1 anymore here, which makes that a 1. This can't be 4 because of that 4, so this is 2. Which means this can't be 2. This can't be 9, so this must be 7, which makes that 6, 7. This can't be 7. This has to be less than 7, so this is 2, 3, 6, which means that can't be 6. This is 7, 8, and 9. This has to be greater than 7, so this can't be 7. This can't be 2 anymore. We have a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair in column 1, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this can't be 2. This is 1. This can't be 1 or 2. It has to be 6 or 7. We have a 6, 7, 8 triplet now in row 4, which eliminates 6, 7, and 8 in the rest of the row. This has to be 2, 3, 4 also. So this can't be 7 or 8. This has to be 9. This can't be 9, so this is 8, which makes that a 7. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 6. This can't be 6 or 7, so this is 3. This can't be 3 or 6, so this must be 7. We have a problem here. This is 7 again, which forces this to be 6, which forces this to be 7. So none of these could be 7. This can't be 6. This is 7 or 8. This is 6. This has to be 9. 2, 4, 2, 4 pair, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 2 or 4. This is 1. This can't be 1 or 2 or 4 is 7. So this can't be 7. This is 6 and 8, which forces this to be 9. This has to be greater than, well, we have a problem. How did we run into this? Huh. Shoot. I'm not sure how to... where we went wrong. I'm guessing it's probably one of the 5s, but I'm not sure where that was. Okay, so let's go back. Ugh, this sucks. I am not very fast at seeing these Dutch flatmates, so I'm not very good at them, I would say. Um, right. Okay. So this still has to be 5 because this has to be 9. And the 5 in row 1 can only have a 9 below it. So this has to be 5, which makes that 4, which makes that 3. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. This is 2 digits from 1, 2, or 3. This is 2 digits from 1 through 4. Again, if this, so one of these is a 5 because the 5 in row 9 has to have a 1 above it. And this is the only 1, 2, 1, 2 pair, so 5 has to be one of these two digits. But this can't be 5 because this has a 5 here, which means this can't be 5. So this is 5, which makes that a 1. Also, this can't be 5 because it needs to be greater than at least a 5. So therefore, or 5 and 6. So that's a 5, which needs a 1 above it because 9 cannot be below it. That's fine. Okay. Where are the 5s? In row 4, or box 4 cannot be here. It cannot be here because this can't have a 1 above it or a 9 below it. Can't be here because it can't have a 1 above it or a 9 below it. Right, we should figure that out. So this has to be 5, 1, which makes that 5, which makes that 8. Therefore, this is 8 to be above 6 and 7. This has to be greater than 6. This cannot be... How did we get... Oh, because this had to be 1, because this is 1. It needs a 1 above it, so that makes this 2, which makes that 1. So this can't be 1 anymore. So the 1 cannot be above it, the 9 cannot be below it, so this can't be 5. So one of these 2 is a 5 here, which means one of those 2 is a 5. This 5 cannot have a 9 below it, so it must have a 1 above it, so it has to be there, which is fine. That can't be 1 anymore. We're looking for the 5s in box 3. It's one of those 3. Cannot be here, cannot be here, obviously can't be either of these. So these all work fine. We're looking for the 5s here. So if this were 5, it cannot have a 1 above it. It cannot have a 9 below it, so that can't be 5. This can't be 5, and this can't be 5. I missed one. This could be 5 here. That's what I missed. And I think that's where it ran into a problem. So this could be 5 also here. This has to be less than 5, so this is 4. These are less than 5. So it can't be 6, 7. This can't be 5. So this must be a 5, which needs a 9 below it. So this is 9. These cannot be 9. This can't be 3 because it can't have a 3 or 4 below the 3. So this is 6, 7, 8. This is 9. Oops. Okay, so this can't be 9 here. This is below 5. This is below 5, so it cannot be 5, 6, 7. It can't be 4. It must be 3 here. So this is 3, which means this can't be 3. 5 is one of these 3 cells. Where's 5 here? This has to be a 5, 8 pair, which means this can't be 5. So 5 does still have to be one of these 2. Cannot have 1 above it. This is 6, 7, 9. This is still 1, 2, 4. Okay. This has a 1. 5 can have 8 or below it. 5 cannot be here. 5 cannot be here. Where's 1? 1 can't be here, so 1 has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 1. This becomes one of these as a 1. 5 cannot be here, and 5 cannot be here. If 5 were here, it cannot have a 1 above it in any of those cases. So 5 has to have a 9 below it, but 5 cannot have a 9 below it if it's here, so 5 must be here, which makes this a 9. This can't be 5, so that's 8, which makes that a 5. This can't be 9 either. This 9 means this can't be 9, so it's a 7, which makes that 6, 7. So this is all the same here. This is then 6. This has to be 9. This can't be 3. We have a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the row or column. So this has to be 1. This has to be 7, which means this can't be 6 or 7. This can't be 6, 8. This can't be 6, 7, or 8. Therefore, this is 9, which means this can't be 9, which forces this to be 9. 5 is here, which means this can't be 5. Okay, so then this becomes... This can't be 9 anymore, so 8 cannot be below it. This is 5, 7, or 8. But this can't be 5. So if one of these is 5, this has to be what? 3, 6, and 9 here. But this can't be 9, so this can't be 5 with no 1 above it or 9 below it. So this can't be 5. Therefore, this is 5, which forces this to have a 9 below it because 1 can't be above it. This must be greater than this, so this must be 7. This has to be 8. Okay, there we go. This is 8. This can't be 9. This can't be 5 anymore, so this is 5 here. And we're not sure about everything else because all the 5s are taken. And they have a 1 above it or 9 below it. Okay, so this can't be 1. This can't be 4. This is 2, 3, or 4 here, which means one of these is a 3, so this cannot be 3. This has to be a 3 here. This can't be 3. The 7 has to have 2, 3, and 6 below it, so this can't be 7. This has to be a 7. This is 2, 3, or 6, but this can't be 6 because of the 6, 8 pair. So this is 2 or 3. This is a 6. We have a 2, 4 pair in column 8, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is 3, which makes this 6, which makes that 3, which makes that 2. This can't be 2 here. This can't be 2, and this can't be 2. The rest of these digits are 7 and 9, but this can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row, so this must be 7, which makes that 9. This can't be 3. We have a 1, 4, 1, 4 pair in column 7, which eliminates 1, 4 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is 8. I think all of these are done. Oh, this one's not. But it could be anything. So this is 3, 4, 6. That's fine. This can't be 6. Where is the 6 in row 6? It has to be here. So this is 6. This is 3 or 4. 8 cannot be, again. 8 cannot be here. 8 is one of these 3 digits, but it cannot be either of these because it's less than a 6 or an 8 here. So this must be 8 here. Well, we have 8's here, and 8 cannot be here in box 1 or here. So this must be an 8, which makes this a 1. This can't be 8 anymore, so that's 6, which makes that 8. That's all the 8's then. 7 cannot be here. What are the remaining digits in column, well, actually, column 2? It's 7 and 6. So 6 and 7, 6 and 7. How about column 4? We have 2, 6, 7. So 267, 267, 267. This can't be 6. 2 is one of these two cells, so this can't be 2. So this is 7, which means this can't be 7. This is 2 or 6. What about the rest of column 6? Actually, row 2, row 4. This can't be 2, so this is 1, which makes this 2. This is 3 or 4. This is 3 or 4, but it can't be 3 because of that 3, so this is 4, which makes that 3, which makes that 4. Therefore, this is 3. This can't be 3. This is less, so this has to be 3 because it cannot be 7. So this is 3, this is 7, which means this can't be 7. So this is 6, which makes that 7. This 6 means that can't be 6 by normal Sudoku. So this is 2 and 6. Same here for normal Sudoku. This is 4 and 2. This must be 2 and 4. This can't be, this can't be 4, so this is 2, which makes that 4, which makes that 1, which makes that 2. This 1 means that can't be 1, so this is 4. Therefore, this is 1, this is 3. In the corner, we celebrate because we're done with the 6. Ooh, that was a bad mistake I made. Yeah, I don't know why I eliminated that 5. That was a very interesting mistake there. I'm not good at Dutch flatmates, so yeah, I'm gonna take longer on these. This was still pretty. This was a good puzzle. The downhill was very interesting. It definitely reminded me a lot of thermometers, but not completely the same. It's a little bit less restrictive than thermometers, which makes it very interesting to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.